Hi guys, there's Aoife from Fred Weasley Died Laughing, and I'm here to do a bit of a catch-up TBR. So I've gotten some really great books lately and I just haven't had the time yet to read them. But they are books that I want to try and prioritise over the next few months and try and get read, because I do really, as I said, really want to read them. So I just wanted to show you the few I have here. I do have a couple back in my other place, the place I rent from, because obviously I'm in my mum and dad's at the moment, where a lot of my books are. But I do have a few over there. I have Queen of Air and Darkness by Cassandra Clare, which I still have not read. It has just been sitting there and I still haven't read it, but I plan to very soon. I also have Dread Nation by Justine Ireland, and that is one also I'm going to get to very soon. Really looking forward to that one. The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon, which I just bought recently. Can't wait to read that one. That's a chunker though, so that's going to take me a while. And then I have all of these great ones here as well, which I'm going to show you now. So the first one I have here is On the Come Up by Angie Thomas. Angie Thomas also wrote The Hate You Give, which a lot of people obviously know. They obviously probably already know about On the Come Up, but this is one I do want to read very soon. It's going to be a quick read for me. I'm hoping to really enjoy this one, and I'm going to be reading it very soon. The next book I will probably be reading this week, I think, is going to be Holy Sister by Mark Lawrence. Mark Lawrence is one of my favourite fantasy writers. This trilogy in particular has been really good. The first book is Red Sister, the second book is Grey Sister, and now we have Holy Sister. The one thing I will say is I hate the covers of these books so much. I just think they're so ugly. Yeah, I just really don't like this. I really don't like the American versions either. It's one where literally the first, like the American versions and the UK versions are both disgusting. I really hate them. So yeah, I don't know. Cover change, anyone please? The next book I have here is one that I pulled out of the last time I did a TBR jar pick, which was so long ago. Like, I think it was like 6 months ago. Like, it was a really long time ago, and I still have 2 books left to finish from that jar, and I'm determined that I'm not going to pick another 5 books out of that jar until I finish these 2 books. So that is on my list. So the one physical book I have from that jar is Gladiatrix by Russell Whitfield, which I think is kind of what it says on the tin. It's kind of some sort of gladiator story, but with a female gladiator, and she is trying to, I guess, fight her way to freedom. I have really wanted to read this for a very long time. I just haven't done it, and when I pulled it out of the TBR jar I was really excited about it, and I just still haven't picked it up. So this is going on this pile of, you know, to prioritise this to read it as soon as I can, because I do really want to read this. I want to finish my current TBR picks so I can pick more books out of that jar, because I really love TBR jar picks. So I want to do this. Next book is one that everyone was very excited about. I was very excited about. Have heard very mediocre things about it, which, to be honest, kind of intrigues me more and makes me more excited to read it, because I want to know what I think. That is King of Scars by Lee Bardugo, which is all about a character called Nikolai who showed up in the Shadow and Bone series and briefly showed up in Six of Crows, and yeah, there's a few characters in here that showed up in the other 2 trilogies set in the Grishaverse, and I love the Grishaverse. I love Lee Bardugo's writing. I get along with it really well, so I am really excited to see more about this. Another book here I have was sent to me for review. It's one I've seen a lot on BookTube as well, and it's one I am very interested to read, and it is Sky and the Deep by Adrian Young, and it actually says in the back that it is like a mix between Wonder Woman and Vikings, and that very much intrigues me. So this is one I do need to read very soon, because obviously it was sent to me for review and I still haven't reviewed it, so I do need to get to it. And what I do know about it is this young woman who is a Viking warrior, and she is fighting, I think, the enemy tribe, and she thinks she sees her brother on the other side of the battlefield, but this brother she believes to have died years before. So I think she kind of sets out to figure out what the hell is going on. Has her brother betrayed her, or is there something else happening? So it just sounds really interesting. It's actually not that big of a book, so yeah, I'm really looking forward to reading this as soon as I can. And another book which has shown up on a TBR before, it showed up on my February TBR for Feminist Lit February. I didn't get to it. Is Becoming by Michelle Obama. Again, one that a lot of people have raved about, just one I haven't picked up yet, and I really need to. So yeah, hopefully soon. I really do want to read this really soon because I've heard amazing things about it. And another 2 books here I have. One I've had, I think, for like more than a year. It was sent to me by Titan Books, and it is Embers of War by Garrett L. Powell. The reason I have this on is because I was recently also sent the second book, which is Fleet of Knives. So this is obviously a sci-fi book set in space, and it is about a warship that was built through violence, but she is sentient, so she's actually disgusted by her role in a genocide. So yeah, so it's about a ship that's alive, which is amazing. I love those kind of stories. A little bit like Ancillary Justice, maybe, I don't know. Hopefully a little bit easier to follow than Ancillary Justice. I love Ancillary Justice, but it's very complicated, so this sounds a little bit similar but possibly easier to follow. Very excited. I'm definitely going to try and read these soon, because I know people who would want to read these after me, so I know people who I could pass them on to. Yeah. So that's everything that I have in front of me at the moment. I mean, I have loads of books over there. I have loads of books here that I still haven't read. My life is just an ever-ending TBR cycle. So yeah. Please let me know if you guys have read any of these books. If you want to read any of them, let me know your thoughts. All the usual stuff, and I'll see you guys again next time.